Alrighty, guys, here we go. Here we go. What are we gonna do? It's Final Girl in Santa's Village. Yes, sirree. So, picked this up earlier this year. They had no plans to play it actually on Christmas, but it makes sense. If you're gonna play it, you should play it on Christmas. It's got the Christmas theme. It's got Krampus, the Horned Devil. It's got Santa's Village. It has Mrs. Claus, who we're going to be playing as. So wish us luck and ignore the fact that these horns are coming out of my head because it's just the background. Do not think that that was done on purpose at all. Don't think that. Okay, I know you guys thinking that. I'm sure the first thing you guys thought was those horns coming out of my head going, oh yeah, here we go. No wonder he's rooting for Krampus. Alright, anyways, let's get into the table and find out. Final Girl. Every time I play this game, it keeps getting higher and higher and higher on my list. I just don't play it enough to get it super, super high. Maybe it's going to be in my top 100 games of all time. Coming up in a couple weeks here once we hit the new year. How high is it going to make it? I love this game. I really, really love this game. Every time I play it, it's unique, different, interesting, fun. So we'll see how if this makes it go up or down, depending on how well this scenario is designed. It does come with for the very first time, some very cool minis. So we have minis for these characters, so that's cool. And we got, well, I would say that's Mrs. Claus, but that ain't Mrs. Claus, that's for sure. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, but it ain't Mrs. Claus. I guess we'll just use this for Mrs. Claus. I mean, maybe. It's got like a big rolling pin in its hand, but it doesn't look like Mrs. Claus. We'll use it. We'll use it. It's fine. I guess it's fine. Not the greatest looking mini for Mrs. Claus, that's for sure. I don't know how. I know. All right. Anyways, let's get to it. Santa's Village. All right, we got a few things to finish setting up. I don't like to do this ahead of time because I don't like people thinking, oh, he's got it all set up so he gets all the really good items, and I don't like to do all that. So we take the item deck, we shuffle, 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 and then we put out 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ice skates, comet, and the workshop hammer. So, in the stables, we have the ice skates. A blade is a blade at this point, so it does a little bit of damage. Range is 0, does 1 point of damage if we use it as a weapon. Then Santa's Workshop. Come here, cards. Santa's Workshop Comet. It's as fast as they say. Place Comet in your space. Comet can move with you. Oh, so that's why we have a reindeer. We actually have a reindeer icon, figure. So that's because of this. Okay. Place Comet in your space. Comet can move with you. Once each action phase, while with Comet, you and Comet may move directly to the runway. Runway. Victims cannot follow you when using this effect. All right. And last but not least, the workshop hammer. Normally it's making for toys, but not today. Range of 0 does a point of damage and one-handed. So you could use the ice skate in one hand and the hammer in the other hand. If we got both of these. These is in Santa's house. Santa's house is way over here. That's Santa's house. Santa's workshop is down here, and the stables are over there. You only lose time when entering a space with victims, no matter how many there are. You only lose one time when entering a space with victims, no matter how many are in the space. Okay, so let's talk about said. So, Santa's village. Lovely stuff, but here's the problem. No special rules, but there is a special information. Santa's elves. The victims in this scenario, once we get to them, the little yellow guys, are Santa's elves. They are talkative, energetic, extravagant, and very, very annoying. Each time you move into a space containing a normal yellow victim, lose one time for each victim there. So if there's 2 yellow guys, we would lose 2 time, obviously. 3 yellow guys, 3 time, etc., etc. That's why this hammer will make them shut up if you hit them in the head a couple times. Then you only lose 1 time, no matter how many victims or how many elves are in that space. Okay, so that is the special rules for Santa's village. Now, for Krampus. Krampus has got a huge section here. We're not going to go through everything, but he has his own presents that he would be more than happy to share with us, I'm sure. And then, but we also have Santa's presents. And then we also have other presents that will just show up. There are all these different presents tokens, which we will put out as we see the presents. Anytime we see this little icon show up, we will put out these tokens on the board. And then as an action, we can, if we want to, turn over a present. If a elf is with us, they will automatically turn over the presents because they will try to steal the reward from us because that's what elves do. Which just makes the scenario that much darker. I'm going to turn the brightness down a little bit on this because it seems like it's a little bit too bright. Let me know in the comments section, in the comments, if that's too dark or it looks a little bit better. All right, so it goes. There's a whole bunch of details on opening presents and how to open them and who can open them and when you can do it, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to get into all that right now. We're just going to get ready to play. We've got our tarot cards. We need to get our setup card. That's what we need. I knew there was something else we were waiting on. Setup card. So there are 5 different setups. And we will choose one at this moment. Alright, so. We've got, Jesus, we've got them all over the place. We got one here. We got 2 here. We got 1 here. Got 1 here. We got 1 here. 1 here. Two down here at Santa's workshop. We got 3 in the village center. Then we have Krampus over here, and we have Mrs. Claus right there. So 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 3 in the middle. Okay. There we go. And then last but not least, we start off with an event. that may or may not be good or bad or indifferent or whatever. Mrs. Claus has 6 health. So we have 5 health plus our special token. We start in 4 danger level, 6 time. We'll shuffle these tokens up when we get a present. Oops. Didn't mean for that to pop over. And whenever she rescues people, she can heal some wounds, which it looks like she might need to at this point. This guy's got 10 health, so 9 tokens plus his 10th one there, which may or may not give him extra health. And then we have 1 time right there. So right now he will do 1 damage and... I'm not sure. And as far as his powers, I've got all the cards right there. We'll shuffle them up when it's time. Okay. Event. Oh, it's a blizzard. Of course it's a blizzard. I can't see a gosh darn thing. Place a blizzard token in each space adjacent to the village center. That's why we probably had all these little tokens. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the blizzard ones right there. Okay. So, place a blizzard token in each space adjacent to the village center. The village center. Well, I mean, is that this? Yeah, okay. So each space adjacent to that is that. And this, okay. During each upkeep phase, move each blizzard token 1 space clockwise in the spaces surrounding the village center. You may not move into a space with the blizzard token. Yeah, I think this is a space and that's a space. I'm just trying to remember how the spaces work. Okay. All right. I think... So this, they're going to move around clockwise. So they're going to move to there and then to there. Okay. All right. I don't know. That might help block off this guy so he can't get us, but we'll see. All right. We have our 0 action cards, 6 of them. We've got just all the normal cards here. And we have our ×6 and we are ready to go. Let's go. All right. So we can try and get guys out down here. We might want to look at Comet. Place Comet in your space. Comet can move with you. Once each action phase, while with Comet, you and Comet may move directly to the runaway. I'm going to look this up really quickly because I think it's going to drive me crazy if I don't. I want to make sure movement is... adjacent spaces are usually indicated by a path or door and are connected by a line. Okay, so yeah, so this would be 1. Okay, all right, that's what I was thinking, but all right. Okay, so again, if we lose time going and talking to the stupid elves, but maybe trying to get some of the elves out. Although, again, Comet is in Santa's workshop down here. We are pretty close to Santa's house there. That would give us the hammer, and then we only lose 1 time no matter how many victims are there. That's probably good. We're going to go there. So let's see about walking. Right, we will walk. So move up to one space or move up to two space. All right, so we're going to play. Let's see, where are we going to do this? I guess here. All right. Walking. We have 2 dice. We will spend 2 dice. We will roll 2 dice. We are looking for successes. Successes are stars. If you have never played this game before, and you only get successes on a 5 or 6. If you roll a 3 or a 4, you will get 2 cards, which means you can discard 2 cards to make it a success. Otherwise, it's not a success. This will determine how many dice we're going to be rolling. If we get in the green, we'll be rolling 3 dice. If we're still in the white, we get 2 dice. If we get it all the way down in the red, we only get 1 dice. That's bad. You're going to die. Don't do that. So walking it is. Here we go. We're just going to roll them up here, and hopefully it doesn't destroy the whole room. Okay. So we can make it one. We can turn it into 1 success. If we do not, we fail. If we fail, we do this. We can move up to a space, but we lose a life, and we lose 2 time because we're straining ourselves. Or we can just lose 2 time. Or we can turn it into a success and move a space and only lose 1 time. But of course, we do have to discard 2 cards. Oh, and we can't pick up the hammer yet because we don't have the search, which will allow us to take cards from there. So we need this. Eventually would be probably a good thing. And upkeep phase, right? Okay. So having those phases would be nice. So we're in the action phase, playing actions. Then we do the planning, purchasing actions, resetting the time, return. Okay, so I probably should keep this up somewhere so I can look at this. So we're in the action phase where we're resolving, playing our actions. Focusing is going to allow us to move. We would probably like to do that. We don't need a short rest. And we're not going to be able to attack them. So we're going to discard these 2 cards with our walk to make this 3 a success. Yay. With a success, we can move up to a space. And it costs us 1 time. Losing time is bad. Now, because there's a elf in there, we lose 1 time. Because of the special rules for this scenario, which I had here somewhere. There it is. Each time you move into a space containing a yellow elf victim, lose 1 time for each victim there. You do not apply this penalty in any other circumstance. If the victims foul you, panicking into your space, being placed into your space, etc., etc. You do not do that. You do not add the time. Only when you move into the space. Okay, so when and where do we get these presents? I'm going to read that because this is going to be the important part. It says, Krampus leaves evil presents on his path as he goes around terrorizing his victims. Of course, some of the presents were stolen from Santa Claus and mixed in with these less than nice gifts. If they were just evil, then victims would quickly realize it and not be curious enough to open the presents. Placing present tokens. When you see the present icon, roll a die and place a random unrevealed present token in or adjacent to Krampus's space according to the number rolled on the panic number on Krampus's space. If there is already a present on the token, do not place a new one. No present is placed. And then opening presents, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I've got 3 cards left. I still have 4 time. I am going to try to focus now. Shall we focus? We will try to focus. Focus is moving this down or towards the good side. not feeling as much danger. And we can discard 2 cards to make a success. And we will. We will discard these 2 cards, make it a success. We will drop this down in place and lose a time. So we have 3 time remaining. Unfortunately, we have no cards left, which is kind of bad. But we do have 3 time. So, what we're going to do, we are now in the planning phase. We can purchase cards, or we keep any cards we didn't spend in our hand. Unfortunately, we spent them all. What happens if we don't focus? If we fail, we lose 2 time and nothing happens. That's not good. Okay. Getting successes in this game is super good because you usually get a bonus and get some time, which allows you to do other things. Alright. So I spent all my cards, unfortunately. We have 3 time. 3 time lets you buy other cards. So we have 3. Each of the cards has a cost down in the corner. I want to search because I want to get that item. So that's going to cost me 2 time. I have 1 more time. The only card I could buy is a close call, which we will buy. And that's it. These cards will simply get put aside. We can pick these up next turn, not this turn. And that's the end of our go. So we will now go to the killer phase. Resolve a killer action. Draw a terror card. A silhouette in the distance. All victims move 1 space closer to the presence nearest them. If there are no presents on the board, they move 1 space closer to Krampus instead. A silhouette in the distance. So this means, I think that means move the terror up 1, 2 spots. That's not good. And then all victims move 1 space closer to a present because he wants them to open the presents because there's a lot of bad things. If no presents are on the board, which there is no presents on the board, they move 1 space closest to Krampus instead, which is going to be a problem because these 3 are going to move there. This guy is going to move into Krampus's space. This guy is going to move into Krampus's space. These guys are going to move here. These guys will move here. This guy will move here. This guy will move there, and this guy will leave me and go there. I believe he leaves me. I'm not 100% sure if I can prevent that from happening or not, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure. Can I prevent him from leaving me? I don't know. All right. All right, then he will. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to remembers how things works. All right, the killer's phase. All right. During this phase, the killer's acts and/or locations related things will happen. Resolve the following in order. Resolve the killer action is indicated on the final card next to the associated icon. Huh? Oh, okay. Resolve the killer action is indicated on the final card next to the associated icon. Wait a minute. Now, hang on a second. Are these all Yeah, these are all the same. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one's on top, because I was going to say, I think we're supposed to put those like that. Okay. So he is going to target closest victim or final girl. So that's what that icon is. He's going to try to target. So let's move everyone back to where they were supposed to be. Hang on, people. I did this all ass backwards. This is down there. This is down there. This guy was up there. And he was over there. Okay. See, that's why I wanted to double check, because I would have messed this all up. And that would have been good. No. Alright, killer face. Then draw the top tier card and resolve the effects. Okay, so he's going to target the closest victim or final girl. The closest victim is this guy there. He will then move a space, which he will move into that space to get that guy. That elf. Maybe not. Maybe not. Character okay, killer actions. Targeting. The first portion of the killer action indicates which target the killer was going after. The victim, the final girl, or whichever one is closest. Okay, so he's targeting that guy. We know that. When the move icon is present in the killer action, the killer will move towards this target. Okay, so he tries. He's going to target us, and then he would kill us. Nobody's in his space. So then he's going to target the closest one and move. So he's going to move into that space. And then we're going to drop a present. And it's going to be... now I'm going to have to look up the rules for that. So he targets. And then he would attack. Right? When this attack icon is present in the killer action, the killer attacks a single target in its space. Yes. So he would target anyone in his space, the closest person, and he would target him, and then kill him. But when he was there, nobody was there. So he's going to target the closest person and move, and then drop a present. Okay, so hopefully we did that right. And then we should resolve this here in a second. So we'll do this, put this back there and resolve it here in a second. All right. So he's going to draw presents. Okay, so we're going to roll a die. 1, 2, 3, he's going to drop it there. 4, 5, 6, he's going to drop it there. 3. So he's going to drop a present right there. Whew, excuse me. Jeez. We're just going to shuffle these up. Get one and put it out there. 1, 2, 3, he's going to put it there. Okay, he doesn't kill this elf yet, because he doesn't attack yet. He only attacks, I believe, when that icon shows us a stabby thing, right? When he shows the knife. When he shows the knife, he attacks. When the attack icon is present in the attack action, the killer attacks a single target in its space. For each knife icon, the killer will perform one attack. The amount of damage the killer deals with each attack is indicated by his current attack value, which is there in his chart. Okay. Each attack will have one target, either a victim or final girl. The killer will always attack victims in their space before the final girl, unless the final girl was specifically indicated as the target. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. I think we're okay. I think we did it right. I think. Okay. So that was that. Then we do this. Move this up twice, and then all victims move one space closer. Now, I think this guy is going to panic, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right, so let's go through the killer phase one more time. So, killer actions on the front of his finale card are on terror cards. Targeting, moving, attacking a victim, attacking the final girl, and then defending against an attack. And then here's an example of how things are done. Great. Now the panic phase. Panic. After the killer phase, you must check to see if any victims will panic. The final girl does not panic during the panic phase. A victim will panic if at least one victim was killed this turn. Where and how this occurred doesn't matter. And the victim is in the same space as the killer. So one victim had to have been killed and the victim is in the same space. To resolve a panic, roll a die on the victim and consult the number to see where he panics to, blah, 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 blah. So our guy doesn't panic. Our poor elf is in fear and just stuck there. But all victims move one space closer to the present nearest them. Actually, okay. So it doesn't matter. One of these guys is going to open that present. And we're going to have this guy moves closer to the present. Ping. And it, oh boy. That's probably not good. And that's going to move this up terror level. So that present was bad. All right, this guy will move closer. This will move closer. These will move closer. And this will move closer. This will move closer, closer, and closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can go either way, so I'll put them over there. That's fine. Okay, so that is the killer phase. We draw a card and we resolved it. Done. Panic phase. The victim was killed this turn. Panic all victims in the killer space. Upkeep. Reveal. Finale if no terror cards are left. Is none. Rearrange items. And then the upkeep phase is going to move these tokens. Oh, this should have actually, hang on a second. This should be here. So this guy can't get any closer to that guy. That way. These guys can get closer. This guy's going to have to come out this way, and these guys are going to have to go over there because this blizzard is there. So these guys are basically stuck in the middle. They can't go anywhere, but everybody else can move. Okay. Then, during the upkeep phase, these move clockwise like that. Oh, that's bad. Because now, yeah, well, that's a problem. Okay, upkeep, we resolve this back to 6 time. We're almost in the bad, which is not good, but we've got no cards. We are in big trouble. We're going to search and hope to get the hammer, because that's going to be our only way to win this scenario. So we have got to search and get the hammer. We need a success. We definitely need a success. This is going to be a terrible turn because all we have is this one card. Play after the horror roll to reroll any one die or reroll all dice for 2 times. We need a success. 2 successes would even be better. That's a success, which means we can take the top item and cost us a dime. We will do that. We will take the hammer. Alright, and Mrs. Claus is now got the workshop hammer. So now when we go into the spaces with elves, they only cost us 1 dime. So that is discarded. And I will keep this in my hand since I will not use it. And unfortunately, that is literally our whole turn because we got nothing else. But that cost us 1 time. But we do have 5 dimes to spend. So I'm going to buy sprint for 2. So this is 2. We only have 5 times, so we're going to buy the other sprint 2, 4, 5. We'll buy those 5 for 5. Okay. This gets discarded. We keep our this card. And we get all of our zeros back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can only have 10 cards. And that's exactly what we have. So next turn is going to be huge for us. But this turn was really bad. Okay. But we did get the hammer. So that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Planning phase, we just purchased. Killer phase, resolve the killer action. So he's going to target anybody in his space. Nobody's in his space. He would stab them. Otherwise, he's now going to move to them. And now he's moved into their space. And he's going to drop a present. Once again, we're going to roll a die. And that is a 1. Oh, and it's going to actually drop the present up there. So we will put a present up there. Now we'll flip over a terror card and find out. Minor Dark Bower, Anti-Christmas Spirit. Krampus recovers health equal to time. Each time a present is open. What? So it is a Minor Dark Bower. Every time a present is open, he's going to recover a health. Okay, well, this is a brutal scenario so far. Absolutely brutal. Whew. All right. It is our turn. Oh, wait. At the end of our turn, these... Actually, oh, wait a minute. He can't... Yeah, his action goes... Wait a minute. Killer phase, yes. So then the blizzard goes into his space, and the blizzard goes into their space. Cannot move into a space with the blizzard. Okay. But a blizzard can move into the space with you. So this is going to be a problem because he's going to kill a bunch of guys. But, jeez, we can't do much about that. That's for sure. We got the hammer. All right, so. Can't move into a space. Alright, I'm going to try to sprint. I'm going to try... I'm going to try to sprint, and we'll see how it goes before I decide what we're going to do. Alright, come on, give us a success. Success, and I can get 2 successes if I really, really wanted to get rid of 2 cards. Or I can use a close call to reroll all dice for 2 time, or to roll 1 dice, or I could just get rid of these 2 cards to make that a success. The question is, if this blizzard wasn't here, we'd 1, 2, 3, we would be able to just grab an elf and get out of there. Santa's Workshop has got comets. We can't go into that because of the stupid blizzard, though. Man, that blizzard has really messed us up. I'm telling you, that made a big difference. I'm just going to take the success, and it's going to cost us a... Oh, we're back to 6. It's going to cost us a time, but we can move up to 2 spaces. We're going to move 1. We lose a time when all the chatty elves want to talk to us, but because of the hammer, we only lose 1 time when entering a space with victims, no matter how many are in that space. Fortunately for us, otherwise we would have lost 3 time. And we're gonna, that's 1, and then one of these little elves is gonna follow us into there, and that's gonna be 2. Okay, and that's our action with that. Next thing we're gonna do, we have to focus. We have to get this down a bunch. So, all right, we will. We're going to spend these 2 close calls to turn this into a success, which allow us to move this up and lose a time. We are going to do another focus. We're going to try to really focus. 1 success. All right, so we move this up. Costs us a time. Okay. I am then going to try to sprint again. Ugh. If I fail, we're just going to spend our 2 walks and make that 3 a success. We can move 2 spaces. And we're going to move 1, grab another one of these L's, and move back here for 2. And it is going to cost us a time because we entered a space with L's. We lose 1 time. I'm going to keep these. And we're going to end up having 1 time, which is not going to give us anything. Search, sprint, and so we're only going to have one time. Yeah, this is going really not great, to be honest. It's been a cluster. Okay, we will upkeep phase. We can't do anything with one time. Oh, that's not true. We can get... Oh, these are in our discard pile, so we don't get those. You can only buy cards that are not used that turn. So you don't turn in stuff from your discard pile until after you buy things. So that we already used those, so we can't use them again. We have one time, and it's not going to buy us anything. So we have 2 cards next turn, which is not going to be a lot of help. I am trying to move some of the elves towards the exit, but if the blizzard would get out of the way, that'd be great. Alright, killer phase. He's going to target somebody, kill. Boom. That guy is not going to be around much longer. Which is going to move this up a space. Then he's going to target the nearest guy again. And move towards him. He's already there. And then he's going to drop another presence. We'll roll a die to see where he's going to drop the presence. Oh, that's over here, which is going to be immediately picked up by this elf right here. Uh-oh. The elf has opened the present and probably shouldn't have done that because we have the bad present to open. Repelling force. A present is pushing everything away from it. Place the repelling force token in the space and repeatedly panic everyone until that space is empty. The present is pushing everyone away from it. Where is it? Place the repelling force token in the space, which was here. So each one of these guys are going to panic. We have to roll to find out where they're going to panic to. Or they're being yes, repeatedly panic everyone until the space is empty. So the first guy is going to go 5. He's going to go down here. Second guy, if he rolls a 6, he'd be out of here. That would be great. No, he decides to run over this way. Victims may no longer enter this space, and any victim added to it will repeatedly panic until it's empty. Oh, so we're going to have to actually get a repelling victim. I don't have that token. Oh, maybe it's that. That's the token, maybe? Well, I don't know where that token is, but we pretty much know what this means. If we just leave that there, doesn't necessarily mean we have to have the right token, but it would have been nice. Victims may no longer enter this space, so victims won't go into that space. You must lose a health when entering this space. This effect overrides all others. So if we enter this space, we'll take damage. So whatever that is there is repelling everything and everyone, which is not great. Maybe there's a repelling token from another. A different game. Different. No, I don't think so. I don't know. It's not these. These are teddy bear, and this is comets. So, all right. Well, then we get a card. Are you kidding me? Another silhouette in the distance, which is going to bump this up twice, and then all victims move one space closer to the present nearest them. This guy will move into this space and get the present. That's actually a good one. That means this goes back a space as the terror level goes down a space. That's good. This guy cannot go into this space. If there are no presents on the board, they move closer to Krampus. That's interesting because he's in the space with the blizzard. No one can. It says you may not move into a space with the blizzard token. It doesn't say that nobody else can. Place a blizzard token in each space adjacent to the village center. During each upkeep phase, move each blizzard one space clockwise in the space surrounding the village center. You may not move into a space with the blizzard token. Alright, so this guy moved, this guy moved. This guy cannot move in that space, though, because it's being repelled, so he will move there. These guys will move here. He will move there. These guys will decide to leave, and these guys will decide to go up there with them. And then that is that. Then these will move. Blizzard will move over there. The blizzard will move over here. The elves like to stick together, I guess. Oh my god. Can't go in there. And we're going to have another terrible turn. Because we have a short rest and a weak attack. And neither one of these is what we need. Neither one of these is what we need. We can't move. We can't adjust the focus. We haven't taken any damage. And we can't attack him because we're not in his space. That isn't great. I'm telling you, that's just not super good. I'll put this down here as a reminder that we use that. I don't think we can literally do a damn thing. Which is good and it's bad. We're going to spend 3 on a distraction. We're going to spend 2 on a sprint and 1 on a close call. Then we will get all of our other cards back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we're okay. Oh, a present was open. He would get a health back, but Krampus recovers 1 health each time a present is open. So does that mean he... It says Krampus recovers health each time a present is opened. If he hasn't lost any health, I'm assuming he doesn't... Does this mean he has 3 extra health, though? I'm not, You would put 3 more health tokens on here? 1, 2, 3, maybe? Is that what that's probably representing? Wow, he is... Whew. Okay. This is going to go really bad, I think. I think it's going to go really, really bad. But we shall see. We would like to sprint. But before we do anything, this guy has been killed. That elf. We're going to try a distraction. We're going to try and distract him and try to get some focus. If we can get the focus down here, that would be so much better. So let's try a distraction. 2 successes would be huge for us right now. We're going to make it 2 successes because we don't need a weak attack and we don't need a short rest. So it's going to be 2 successes. That's going to move it twice for us and earn us 2 time. So actually our time is going to move up. That's what we needed a long time ago. Now if all goes well, we're going to do another focus. Ah, come on. I'd have to discard 2 stinking cards to make a success. Alright, I'll discard... we're going to discard a close call and a walk. Make that a success, so it's going to go down, and it's going to cost us 1 time. And we're going to do 1 more focus. If I could just get a success, it will be in the green. There we go. We're going to be in the green. It's going to cost us 1 time. So we are currently in the green, which means we would get 3 dice. We're going to try and sprint now because we got 3 dice. If we can sprint, we can try and get an elf out of here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to need 3 spaces, so we're going to need 2 successes. God darn it. I got a success. I don't have enough to turn it in, so 1 success is moved 2 spaces. Oy vey. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Alright, so we're going to move 1, which loses us a time, and then 2. And you can see why this hammer is so important, because we could have lost 4 time entering that space because of the chatty elves. We will keep this card. We'll discard this one. And that would go there because he's killed 1 guy so far. He's going to murder all these guys. They're just going to run to their death. Like, come on, guys, what are you doing? Well, we got 5 time to buy cards, which is going to be good. So we're going to buy a search and another distraction. And we will lose a sprint. Close call. Distraction. Okay. All right. So he will target somebody. Boom, dead. Okay, so now he goes there. And he moves this up twice. Okay. And then he's going to try and move to the closest. The closest is this guy, and then he's going to leave a present. And we're going to roll a die to see where he leaves the present. Actually, he could move up there, or he can move over there. Let's roll to see where he's... We'll roll odd, even. Odd will be the 1 guy. Even will be the big group of guys. And he's going to move even. So he's going to move into this space. Because it doesn't say that they can't move into the storm. It just says you can't move into a space with the blizzard. You may not move into a space with the blizzard. Maybe there's some errata and maybe nobody was supposed to be able to move into a space, which makes more sense. If I, Mrs. Santa Claus, can't move into a space with the blizzard, then nobody should be able to. Doesn't that make a little bit more sense? I think it does. And then he drops off a present. Where's he going to drop it off? He's going to drop it off in number 1, which is going to be back there in the corner. Okay. Then we will get some terror. The terror is, oh no, he's disguised as Santa. All victims move 1 space closer to Krampus. Okay. You guys go there. You guys all go there. Oh my God. That's too funny. This guy will go there. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys that are with us, we can ignore. Otherwise, all they're going to do is keep running away from us, right? But we will double check and see. All right. Oh, yes, right. All right. Where would it be? Items. Oh, hang on a second. Did he? He killed the dude. Which means they're all going to run away from him, though. That's right. So this, they're all going to run away from him. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh, see, this is not playing as often as I would have liked. First thing, when leaving a space containing 1 or more victims, you may take up to 2 victims with you, not just 1. So we could have moved out several of them. They're scared to death and they will happily follow. However, victims will not follow you to the spaces with the killer. Huh. Yeah, so we should have been moving 2 of those guys with us. That's... Okay. So he's dressed up as Santa Claus. He's going to end up doing bad things. Where's that card? Right there. So all victims move a space closer towards him, and then he's going to highlight one of them, move, which he doesn't need to move, and then he's going to stab. So he's going to do a double stab, which is going to move this up twice, once, twice, and now he's going to get his dark power. Blood and cookies. When Krampus kills the victim, put a present out there. Okay. So. And then all these guys are going to panic. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have, again, the blizzard is really throwing things for a loop because I can't enter space with the blizzard, but everybody else can. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move everyone aside and we can roll for, see where they all run to. Okay, so first guy goes to number 4, which is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There is no 1 there for some reason. So 4, he will go over there. 5, he will go over there. They're all scattering away from Santa. Santa's slaying everyone. 2, this guy will go up here. 1, see, this is where we run into a problem because there is no 1 listed. There's a 6, a 5, 4, 3, 2. But there's no 1, so I'm going to re-roll 1. For some reason, they must have forgot that there should be a 1 there. 2, which is going to put that guy over there. 6, which is going to bring a guy down here. And 4, which is going to put another guy up here. And when those guys go up there, they would automatically open the present. And of course, guess what? The present is not good. Demonic suggestions. Whomever opened this present targets and moves them up to 2 spaces and moves up to 2 spaces towards them. Whomever opened this present targets the final girl and moves up to 2 spaces towards them. So 1, 2. Okay. If they're in the same spaces, they're going to deal 3 damage to that. Wow. So he's performed demonic suggestions with this package and caused the elf to go crazy. The elf comes running over and does 3 damage to us. Wow. This is going downhill quick. It's going downhill quick. I mean, like, really quick. Holy no good. The only thing we got going on our side is we're close to saving some people. And if we can now save those people, we would be able to heal some damage. Unfortunately, we can only walk, search, and distract. First thing we're going to try to do is a distraction. We needed 2 spaces again. We need 2 successes again. 2 successes for the win, baby. Oh, we get our time set back up. We can get a success, but it's going to cost us 4 time. because we failed. No stars. Or we can raise it up and lose 2 time. Or we can, now we're going to lower it and lose 1, 2, 3, 4 time. Oh, that distraction did not work at all. At all. At all. That was not good at all. So now I guess we're going to have to try to walk out of here. We need at least a success. There it is. We will walk out of here and save these 2 L's. And when we save those L's, we're going to put 1 there and get 2 life back. We're going to put the other L there and get this life back. And then I have a search card because I would like to search sometime. I am going to move the blizzards because for some reason the blizzards only affect me and nobody else. Which is a little weird. I'm just saying. And then we will, let's see, we have 2 time left. We will get all our zeros back. And we're going to get a sprint card. Okay, and we'll reset. We're almost in the good. Almost. He's gonna do bad things again. So he would kill anybody in his space. No one's in his space. He's then going to target the closest, and again we're going to have to roll to see which way he's going to go. 2, which is going to go up here. Then he's going to leave a present in this space right there. Then we have bad things happen. Fire! Roll a die to determine which space bursts into flames. Oh, when he kills a victim, he should have left a present as well. He was in this space. He killed 2 guys. He should have left a present. So let's roll that first. 6. Which he would put a present here, which would be opened by that elf. And 5, which is this present which will be opened by that elf. Okay, so both those presents will be open here in a second. We'll get to that. Let's finish what we were doing with this. So he moves into that space there. He gets health back because he killed a bunch of guys. Now we'll look at this present. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Killer surprise. Place Krampus in the space where this present is. Then you may not play reaction cards. He's going to kill another guy. That's going to bump this up. He's killed 5. Yep. That makes this go up. Okay. So he's actually closer to us as well, so that's not good. These L's, I don't understand what they're thinking. This present gets opened, and that present is lose 2 time. That's not good either. Trust me, there are a few good ones. All right, now, roll a die to determine which space bursts into flames, right? Because we didn't actually do his event yet. 4, Santa's Workshop. All victims in this space are killed. Discard all item cards from that space. Santa's Workshop. Oh, Comets! No! Comets killed! Oh, no! They killed Comet. Oh, the Misfit toys, the whistle, and the woodcutter's axe. All that gone. Gone, gone, gone. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. If you or an enemy are there, you each lose a health. Nope, we're not there. Okay, well, I guess we're not going there now. Now, are we? No. That's that. He's cleared out a bunch of elves for us, though, so that's actually pretty good. So we lost some time, right? So we can't even... We are going to have to try to focus. Get some dice that roll some decent numbers here. Focusing. Ooh, 2 successes. Moves it up. And we gain 2 time back. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you, jerk. Oh, that's this focus here. Alright, now can we sprint? Yes, we do have a sprint. We should probably try to sprint. There is an exit over here and an exit over here, but they're a million miles away and we can't enter that space there. We can't enter a space with the blizzard. Okay, we can discard. We don't need a... Do we need a rest? We don't need a rest. We don't need a weak attack. We will sprint and move up to 2 spaces for 1 time. Oh, I can't enter the space with the blizzard. 1, 2. We're gonna go there. We're going to focus one more time. Success. This card back. We have 4 time to spend. We're going to do sprints. Wait. Probably going to be attacked here. 4 time. So 4 time. We're going to buy a sprint and a guard. We'll try to guard ourselves in case he attacks us. And somehow we got to get around the blizzards, which are going to take a million time to get around. That blizzard was like literally... pretty bad. Okay. We got our cards. We reset our time. We're in the green. That helps us at all. He's going to stab somebody. Boom. Dead. He's going to bloodlust again. Kill somebody, then he's going to target us and move, and then he's going to put a present down. He's going to put another present down. Where's the present? Space 3, which is going to be back in the village center. Of course it is. Then wizards move. You know what? That was his movement. Now we have a terror. Cursed caroling. He's going to move twice towards us. Well, he doesn't need to because he's right there. For each space Krampus moves through, including his current and final spaces, place a present token there if there isn't one. Alright. Oh, here's that token for that other thing. Right here, this one. I found the present. It looked like this present, but it's different. Alright. I thought I saw that token earlier. That's why I was looking for it. So we can't. So for each space Krampus moves through, including this current and final spaces, place a present token there if there isn't one. So he doesn't move at all because he's in this space. So he just puts a present here. Now we can choose on our turn to open presents when we move through them if we want to. I don't know if we want to, because most of them have been pretty bad, but does that mean that the rest of them are good? You can see there's a lot of good presents cards that we haven't got yet. There's still a bad one, though. That is his turn. If we could stab him in the face, that'd be awesome. We do have a hammer, but the hammer only does 1 point of damage. And I think that's only when we attack him. I don't think we just get to do 1 point of damage to him. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to sprint. We're going to try and run up north and try to grab some of these L's. We're going to run through a lot of presents. I don't know if that'll be good or bad, but we got a success. So we can move up to 2 spaces for 1 time. So the space we're in, we're going to activate this present. That is a good present. Yay! All right. Finally, something good that's happened to us. It's only taken an hour, but yes. An hour and 24 minutes, and we've finally got something good happen. All right. And that is going to be a letter from Santa. Reduce the horror level to 0. Lowest spot on the horror track. Oh, that's there. 0. Well, that wasn't even that great because we were almost there already. Wow. All right. I mean, it is a great event, but yeah. All right, so that was that. So we're going to move 2 spaces. We're going to go 1. Uh-oh. Discard next terror card. So we discard that. 2, and we're going to... Another present from Santa! A gift from Santa. Draw 2 items at random from news that were set aside during setup. Keep 1 and discard the other. So, I have to get rid of the 4 that we lost. Comet, the Misfit Toys, the Whistle, and the Woodcutter Axe. But the other ones, we're going to get to draw 2 and keep 1. And if it's a machete or something, we're definitely going to take that. And Santa has sent us a gift. And it's the hammer, which we already have. Or snowballs. Eat snow, asshole. When this card is revealed, immediately take it. No search action required. You may discard the snowballs when adjacent to the killer to take a distraction action. So that's that. You know what? I think we're going double workshop hammers. Can you believe that? We're going double workshop hammers when she's just going to go. So we just need to do some damage. And we're going to murder this guy. It's going to be a lot of damage, but let's see what else can we get here. I'm dropping cards, so I had to. So I can search, guard, or walk. Let's walk. Let's try to walk. discard 2 cards. That's fine. I will... if I fail, what happens? Move a space. I lose a heart and 2 time. Oh, I gotta succeed. Alright, I'm going to search and discard a search and a walk. I'm going to turn that into a success. So success, move up a space. We're going to grab that. We're going to lose some time. And then that loses us another time. But we got 2 L's that we can drag with us now. Sprint and a search. These come back to us. These get discarded. And we have 3 time. I'm thinking about bashing him in the head now. We'll take a sprint. So we got a guard, focus, weak attack, short rest, a focus, and a sprint. Yeah, he's got a ton of health. So these slide over 1 space. He's in that space, actually. All right. What else? What else? We did our things. We set this. We should be good, right? I think we should be good. He goes. He's going to focus the closest one. The closest one is this one. He's going to move 1 space towards him. And then he's going to leave a present behind. He left us good presents for a change. In 1. So that is going to be... 1, maybe 1 is no present because there is... Several of these spaces don't have a 1. So maybe on a 1 you don't leave a present. Is that what it says? Yeah, maybe 1 you don't do it. Yeah, that maybe that's why the 1s are missing. Sometimes you don't do the events. Now that doesn't make sense either, though. Because see, this one here is also the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every one of these doesn't have a 1. All right, Krampus. So that's his move. Then he does this. Kobolds. If neither you nor any victims are adjacent to Krampus space, discard and draw the next terror card. Actually, we have a victim there. So Krampus throws 3 kobolds. Make a panic roll for each kobold to determine the target space. The kobold does 1 damage to 1 target in the space following this priority. Victim, then you. So he's going to blast this guy and kill him, and then that will cause terror to rise again. And then, if no one received damage, nope, someone already received damage, so that's that. And we only have 2 cards left. That's probably not going to be good. He killed an elf, so he leaves a present behind in space 5, which is going to be out here, actually. All right, our turn. We're going to try to Sprinto again. God, Jesus. Not a single success. Oops. Not a single success. We are going to try and focus. Oh, hang on a second. We have to resolve this. So we failed this. We can take a damage and 2 time. Jeez, we really needed 1 fucking success. We really needed 1 success on that. We really... We don't have any way to re-roll, huh? Oh, wait a minute. We were rolling 3 dice. We forgot to roll the 3rd dice. That's why you get to there, because you want to roll the better dice. So, actually, hang on a second. Everyone's calm down a bit. Oh, okay, now we can discard 2 cards. So this is a miss, and this is a miss. So we can discard 2 cards, which we will. We will discard a weak attack and a short rest to make that a success. Now we can move 2 spaces. Our 2 spaces are going to be 1, you're going to come with us, and 2, you're going to come with us. And look, we're going to save 2 more guys, which is going to rescue us. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to flip up over Mrs. Santa Claus. We'll recover all health, and you will no longer have a maximum health limit. Each victim you save recovers you a health. Okay. So we have saved 4. There. Alright. I know we wanted to get to the green for a reason. Now let's focus and see if we can really stay in the green here. I'm going to have to discard 2 cards to make 1 a success. And now we can move this up and lose a time. Okay. Did we lose any time on the other one? We lost 1 time, so. Alright, so that, and we got 4 time. We've got to find something to. Oh, Furious Strike. We're going to start hitting this dude. Hopefully. See, guard. Would have liked to keep that one. Sprint. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we're going to be lose in a minute here because there's only a couple cards left. We do have the double workshop hammers. We can count on ID Jester to find a Christmas-themed game to play on Christmas. That's right, William. Thanks for joining me, brother. Hopefully you're having a good Christmas, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's Krampus, I think, is going to have the better of us here in a minute. But we'll see how it goes. So that's the end of our turn. We get to reset. And then he is going to move his space towards... And he's going to drop a present behind... which he's going to put back there. He's dropping presents. And then he does a terror. The terror is something is happening. This goes up a space and a new event. Finally a new event. And these should have moved at the end of our turn. We have another event though. Caroling. Deck the halls with jingle bells. Pa la 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 la. If you end the action phase in a space with 3 or more victims, terror level goes down twice and discard. So you can carol with the elves and calm everyone. That would have been great to have to start the game with. That would have been perfect. There was so many elves running around, but no, we had to have a stupid blizzard, which really screwed us. Alright, so there's one terror card left. We can try to walk over there and punch him in the face. I'm going to try and hit him at least once. Ooh, there's 2 successes. Move up to 2 space for 1 time. 1, 2. I am then going to try and walk again. I only need to walk 1 space now. 3 successes. 2 spaces. We're in his space. Oh no, I can't enter his space. Hang on. I couldn't see that he was on the blizzard, and according to the blizzard, you may not move into his space with a blizzard token. You may not. So we can't even go and punch him in the face. So instead, I will walk over and pick this guy up. We can move 2 spaces. We're going to pick him up and then move 1 over here. And it's going to cost us 1 time. And we have 4 time remaining. And we get all of our zeros back. And the 4th time we're going to get a sprint. And we're going to get 2 sprints. We're just going to double sprint and see if we can sprint out of there. This moves. This moves. The blizzard moves. He will move over adjacent to us. And then he's going to poop out a present in zone 5, which is once again right behind where he was. Yeah, he's just poops out the presents as he moves along. Then we have a terror card, which is the claws are out. Oh, God. He's going to move to us and kill this guy. Boom. And then he's going to attack me and kill, do 4 damage to me. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! The claws are out. He is not... He's not dealing... Unfortunately, there's no more cards, which I think means he gets his... Let's see. So he's killed... he's knocked 4 life off. If there are no terror cards left in the terror deck, the finale will be revealed during the upkeep phase. Flip the card face up and place it in the same space. Some finale cards will have an immediate effect when they are revealed, and some ongoing effects that should be applied as the card indicates. In the rare case that the finale is revealed and the dark power is still face down, the dark power should be revealed as well. The new finale killer action shown in the upper left hand corner of the card will replace the initial killer action that was on the back of the card. This new action is the one that will occur during the killer phase for the remainder of the game. Once the finale is revealed, since the terror deck is empty, you will no longer draw a terror card during the killer phase. So that is revealed now, though, because it's the upkeep phase of Bamf. Place Krampus in the farthest target's space. There is no targets left, fortunately for us. So he's just running around killing the elves. Wow. Okay. So we do have a Furious Strike. Oh, and we need to heal, don't we? We should be reset back. Yes, we need to heal because we only got one because he just murdered us. Okay, 3 nice. Let's see if we can do some damage. Two successes. That's going to do 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage because we got the dual workshop hammers going on there. So that's 2 more damage from those suckers. So we're doing 4 damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's done 4 to us. We've done 4 to him. 4 damage to him. And the terror level goes down. Nice. Furious Strike. We're going to have to remember to get another one of those. Do we want to run away from this guy? Do we want to go pick up the last present? Yeah, let's try a sprint and see if maybe that last present might be something good. 2 successes. Move up to 3 spaces. So moving up to 3 spaces. And I can't go in the blizzards. If it wasn't for those blizzards, these blizzards were just nasty. 1, and we're going to look at this present. Discard the next tarot card, which there is none, so we don't have to worry about that. So 1. One. 2, we're going to go into Santa's house. Maybe we can get a present. Yes, we can get some candy from there. So we have, we still have 6 time left. Wait, what did we do? We sprinted. Oh, that cost 1 time. So we have 5 time left. We're going to take a long rest for 5 and try and recuperate. These go back to him. We do get these cards back, so that's good. Yeah, we can do a weak attack. That's fine because we got 2 hammers. The hammers are going to do most of the damage. All right, so what is he going to do? Place Krampus in the furthest target's space. In the farthest target's space. Which is us. He just appears in us. Yeah, and then he attacks us twice for 8 damage. He just attacks us for twice for 8 damage. Place Krampus in the farthest target space. And the only target is us, so he will just teleport there and then he stabs. And he does 4 damage each time, so that's 8 damage. So I have one point left. I might be able to get some more. Oh, I would have had 2 extra lives. That would have been great. So that's 3 of the 8. But then he does 5 extra damage and kills me. Let's see, was he... Oh, look, he didn't have any extra either. Oof. That Blizzard was the worst card that we could have ever gotten. It limited what we could do. And it allowed Krampus to just murder all those elves right off the bat. And we couldn't get anywhere. We couldn't do anything because these blizzards were just blocking us from every single avenue. Every single avenue. And then, of course, every single solitary present that we drew the first hour and 20 minutes of the game was a terrible, 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 terrible present. And all it did was kill us. So it was like, wow. We finally, towards the end, we got a couple good presents, but it was over by then. It was over by then. Holy cow. We had a fire start up and destroy all the... Comet would have been awesome. We would have been able to get elves, jump over there, and then jump out of, get them out of town. I forgot that I could move 2 guys with me instead of 1. That definitely slowed us down. Let's just say there was a lot of errors that were done. But this event was, I think, literally, to be honest, if I play this again, which I would like to play this again at some point, because I don't like losing and I'd like to try it again. I think if I played this again and if I draw the blizzard, I think I would house rule to get rid of the blizzard because it's just way too overpowered against the player, because the card says specifically that they are not allowed to enter it, but the elves can and Krampus can and everyone else can, and it boxes you in, but everybody else is moving around and you can't do anything. So unless there's some errata on, you may not move into this space, unless there's an errata that says you, meaning everyone, cannot enter a blizzard space, then that's fine. If nobody else can enter too, then that's fine, but I just can't see. In fact, I am now on the keyboard because this is driving me crazy. Final girl. Jeez, where'd you learn how to type? Final girl. Blizzard card. Let's see if there's anyone that has asked this question. I mean, it is a solo game, right? So, I mean, you can house rule anything and change anything you want because the only person you're affecting is yourself. If you want to cheat to win, then you can go ahead. If you want to cheat to lose, you can go ahead. I like to play the game by the rules, right? And it says that on the card. That's literally what it says. You are not allowed to move into space. Blizzard event. Here it is. Does the blizzard prevent anyone besides FG from entering this space? The card says you may not. In fact, let's share this with you because if some of you guys might be interested. This is from Board Game Geek. Final Girl of the North Pole Nightmare. Does the blizzard prevent anyone besides FG, Krampus, Misfit Toys, Yeti, etc. from entering the space? The card says you may not move into the space with the blizzard. I have the same question about repelling force. Only victims are referenced on the card. No, it says you, not anyone or anyone. Krampus can run amok in the snow. Alright, that's the way we played it. And that is brutal, that is really hard, and it really changed the power level of the game and made it extremely, extremely hard. Maybe it was going to be hard anyways. I think I would try it without. I think I would try it without that again and see how we do. But anyways, that is Final Girl, one of my top-ish games. It was like teetering on like top 5. But now, after this, it's got to drop down to like top 10. Ugh. Not happy with this outcome. Not happy at all. But it's still a great game. Very interesting. And, yeah, it's an interesting time every time you try it. Because random setup, you're never sure what's going to come out. Different events, different cards, different items, different situations, which makes the game fun and interesting every time you play it. So thanks, William. We'll see everyone soon. Until then, my friends, you take care of yourselves. And don't you forget, I will see you all down the line. You take care, and we'll see you soon.